Manchunka. Hello. Welcome back to another video. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Els and I'm a blogger from London, and today I'm recording from Tunisia. We arrived today in the morning, and while I'm taking off my makeup, I must say I put my makeup on about 2 or 1 p.m. on Saturday, and that's what we're dealing with at the moment. It's about 4 p.m. Tunisian time. I don't know the time difference. I didn't really check yet. I still haven't washed my face. I look terrible, and that's why we want to use smoothie balm and chit chat about holidays and little adventures while traveling, shall we? So this is the balm. I don't know if it's the best one, to be honest. I used it a couple of times. I decided to take it with me to holidays because it's easy to use and also easy to carry. It's not a liquid. I can always put it in the hand luggage if needed. So yeah, let's get started. My skin looks absolutely terrible. I don't know why, but the last couple of days it hasn't been really good. I don't know. Cannot explain the reasoning, but anyways, so I wanted to tell you about my story, how we traveled last night and what adventures we faced. So as you can see, the balm cleans everything from the face within just one little application. It should melt off the makeup and leave the skin nice and clean. I used MAC mascara. I had foundation from Eveline, I believe it's a Polish brand. I had eyeshadows from Rimmel pencil. I had eyeshadows from Sculpted by Amy. I had blush from Made by Mitchell. I had contouring. So I had full on makeup look, and as you can see in real time, it has melted pretty much everything. I'm gonna wipe it with the what you call it, tissue, and I'm gonna rinse it with water in a second. So I was telling you about my traveling. So the flight was 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. We needed to get to Gatwick from London, and usually I check the best airport. The tickets from Gatwick were much better price, and unfortunately we had to be in the airport 5 o'clock in the morning. So we made our way from my home in West London 1:30 at night on Saturday. 1:30 we left. We walked about 15 minutes to get a night bus to Edgware Road. Then on Edgware Road we were supposed to change to a night bus to Victoria, and from Victoria take a train to Gatwick Airport. Everything seems so easy, but it wasn't. So what has happened, let me just put a little bit of water on my face. to make it milky. Yep, milky, milky. And then let me go with a little bit of Korean collagen cleansing foam. I think it's brand new. I bought a set of 3 for £8 in TK Maxx, and it was actually a really good value for money, because one of the big one is about 4 or 5 pounds, depends on the day of purchase. So this one is not the full. This is 100 grams. I think the big one is probably 300 grams, or maybe actually 4. I don't know, can't remember. Take the protection off. Little bit. Mixing with water. And let's put it on the face to cleanse the skin a little bit better. So we were on the bus going to Edge Road. Instead of taking the bus at 1:50, we happened to be on the bus stop at 1:37, and the earlier bus arrived, so we like happily jumped on the earlier bus to get to Edge Road earlier, to get the bus to Victoria earlier. We arrived to Edge Road, and guess what happened? We had to wait. 1 second, we had to wait. It's itching. Sorry. I'm just doing a full-on thing. We had to wait for the other bus, for the changing bus, for another 20 minutes. That was quite a mission, I must say. I didn't quite enjoy that, but it's okay. So we waited about 20 minutes, got on a bus to Victoria, arrived at Victoria, and the station was closed. There was some problems on the tracks, and the train that was supposed to be, so we arrived at 3:01, something like that. The train was supposed to be 3:13. We come to the station, it's full of people with bags, with suitcases, with all stuff. And we're standing there, no one knows anything, nothing is clear. I'm gonna use the milky toner to tone the skin a little bit, just like so. Waited for about 10 minutes. Some people saying there are delays, some people saying it's not working, people are looking for alternative routes, people are going stressing out. You see my skin has quite a few breakouts, and I think the main reason is because I didn't clean it on time, so it was like the pores were blocked. So don't forget the neck. Neck is important. So yeah, we're standing there waiting for the train, and anticipated, you know, we would like it to go ahead. Obviously there is no other alternative way to get to Gatwick, only by taxi. And we've checked Uber, it was £105, Bolt was £110, and I'm like, and now a moisturizer, smoothie, moisturizer, berry cream. Probably a little bit too much, but you know what? I think my skin needs hydration right now so much. So at some point, some of the station assistant came out and said that the train is delayed, there are some problems on the tracks, and most likely the train will be running at 3:52/57, considering that we were standing there from 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So So we were waiting and waiting. A lot of people left. Obviously, I think if they needed to be not in the airport, but a few stations before that, you know, Saturday night, there were a lot of people from parties and other stuff. And there were a lot of travelers. So maybe they were not exactly traveling to Gatwick, some other places. So a lot of people left. We were like, I would say, about 50 to 60 people standing outside of the closed station waiting. And then suddenly at, I would say 3:30, they said to us, you can get on the station, you can get on the platform. We ran onto the platform. Then they kept us standing outside of the train for about another 10 minutes. Everyone was like, what is happening? What is happening? Are we getting on or not? Let us know. At least do something. Let us know. And they just opened the doors about 20 to 4 and got us on. So we passed Clapham Junction. We passed some other station, and then in East Croydon, it stopped. And the guy says, because of current track issues and repair works on the tracks were delayed, and we're going to be standing here for another 15 minutes. So basically, when they said to us that the train will be running at 3:57, that was the correct time. It left earlier, about 3:40, 3:50, but it still managed to stay in East Croydon for about 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes. We left East Croydon. We got to the airport about 5 o'clock, which was pretty perfect for us. Our flight was at 7, so 2 hours before the flight is usually my my standard timing. Then we were looking for drop-off point, found a drop-off point. It was very quick. The crowd was quite big, the queue, but it went so quickly. There were a lot of machines. People are helping, 1 or 2 people in each machine, helping people to drop off their luggages. They check the boarding passes before you go to the machine, so there are no delays, and literally within a minute everything was sent. We booked this time, so usually before, when I was traveling, I was getting a suitcase of 20-25 kilos just for myself. This time we decided that we're gonna split the suitcase in 2, so instead of 2 suitcases we bought only one. We purchased only one, and we split basically the costs. So we had exactly 23 kilos in the suitcase, and we had a couple of backpacks. You probably have seen it on the video in TikTok or on Instagram. So we generally had 23 kilos in the case, and then 2 backpacks for about maybe 6 kilos each. So that's about it. I forgot my hat, I forgot my sunglasses, I forgot my sun cream, I forgot many things. I forgot flip-flops. So I don't know how I was packing. Anyways, we arrived today, and the hotel is okay. It's okay. It's not. The hotel is okay, but I was expecting a little bit better. Look, and the state of my skin is so bad, so bad. So I think I need at least 1 hour to put some moisture in my skin, and then we can take shower, get ready for din-dins. The weather is not the best at the moment. Let me show you. The weather is not the best. So the bathroom, first of all, the bathroom is lovely, and My face on the daylight. Scary. And the weather is looking actually quite gloomy right now. The pool, the sea is just down there. See if I can show you the sea, palm trees, really nice pool. There is a heated pool. The resort is called Ibero Star, Cantawi Bay. Apparently from the several resorts I was checking, this was one of the renovated. I don't know, I don't think the room has been renovated. I feel like it's 5-star, but it's a wannabe 5-star. So here is the little, I don't know if you can see, there is a little camel down there. So yeah, no, the hotel is okay, but I am not impressed. So continuing the story, so we managed to check in. We got on the plane, we arrived to the hotel. The room was not ready, so we had to wait for about 40 minutes. While we were waiting, we had all-inclusive package, so we went to the restaurant and we had an amazing lunch. Anything you can imagine: fish, meat, rice, pasta, pizza, cakes, pies, loads of different salads, seafood. Absolutely really good. I had my first sea bass. I had some lovely salad. I had what do you call them in the shell? Well, some seafood. Anyways, I had different seafood and I'm pretty happy. I am tired. I did manage to sleep a little bit on the plane. I didn't sleep last night, so I managed to sleep a couple of hours on the plane, on and off. We had an adventure actually landing. So we were nearly landing in the airport in Hammamet here in Tunisia, and then just before, I would say 1 minute before landing, the plane took off and went to another circle. Then the captain, the pilot, came on saying that we had very strong tailwind and we had to go on another circle around, like another rerouting, scenic route, he said, scenic route. So we landed still 10 minutes prior to arrivals, ahead of the schedule, and that was really cool. We had booked our taxi through WeTransfer, not Get Transfer, sorry. I don't know if you know about this app. If you know, I've known about it for quite a while, since the time when I was working in travel industry, and Get Transfer was one of my clients when I was in association of tour operators, and I know them personally. So I checked the app. Last minute we got the offer, and everyone was offering transfer from the airport to the hotel for about 40 pounds, 45 euros. This guy offered 29. It's basically like an auction. So you put the request in and people put their pricing in, and you can choose whoever you want to travel with. So it's quite handy. Sometimes you get good deals, sometimes you don't get anything. So that was really nice. He offered us 29 quid. Or 29 even quid or euros, I cannot remember, but anyway, we accepted, paid straight away. He contacted me before the arrival. When I was in the airport, he sent me a message saying that he will be waiting near the Orange booth, Orange network booth. So I put the pickup time 12:30 because I was expecting a big queue on the arrivals, but unfortunately or fortunately there was no queue at all. So we were out of the airport for
maybe 11:20, so we had to wait for a guy about 40 minutes. He called me up, saying that I've just seen that your plane landed. You put the pickup 12:30. I was hoping to get there before, but you are already waiting for me. I said no problem at all. So we waited a little bit for about 20 minutes. We waited. He picked us up, brought us to the hotel. I was not impressed by the way we were going to the airport, not the road itself, but the surroundings. Just feels very poor, very dirty. Yeah, I was not impressed. When I arrived to the hotel, I was still under the impression that maybe it was the wrong choice of holidays. But regardless what I think now, I think it's going to be a good day, although today is a little bit grayish. I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit gloomy. It feels even slightly rainy, like you can feel the humidity in the air and the gray clouds, so it might have been a little bit of a drizzling raining. Anyways, today is a resting day, so we're gonna get ready for Dindins about maybe 7-8 o'clock. I hope by that time I can cover up this absolutely disgusting face. I don't know what has happened to me. Oh, probably it's that time of the month. Oopsie. Anyways, I'll keep you posted. So this is my first travel vlog, I would say, and I hope this content is interesting, more interesting than usual one. So the skin is nice and clean, and I am not using any filters. I'm showing the real me. Sometimes I don't want to show the real me, but I think it's honest and people need to know. I dyed my hair a couple of days ago. It was kind of copper, mango copper color. It's very light now, but it's still better than very harsh line between brassy roots and lighter ends. My ends are still lighter, but it's nice and coppery, kind of foxy color. I like to be foxy, but I'm quite sure that this color will fade in the sun and after swimming in the pool. There is one heated pool somewhere inside. I'll show you the hotel, around the hotel tomorrow, I think, most likely, because today I think it's the chill time. We're gonna relax, we're gonna just rest and probably go out only dinner time. It's gonna be already dark, so nothing to see. Maybe I'll film a few bits from around the property. But tomorrow, the plan is to wake up 7 o'clock in the morning and go discovering the territory, maybe get to the beach, see what's around. I was hoping to drop into other hotels to check out what they have, the pools and the interior, but unfortunately everywhere here, like in Egypt, everything is security protected and you cannot get on the territory of the hotel if you don't have a reservation or some kind of arrangements, so they wouldn't let you in. Everything is gated, thank God, it's secure. Everything is protected. This property here, Iberostar Kantawi Bay, is very busy. I don't know how many people, the occupancy, but it's extremely busy. I am shocked. For February, a lot of people. I've seen different people groups, so I would say 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. Quite a different variety of groups. A lot of kids. Sorry to say, I do not like properties with kids. Most of the time when we travel, we do adults only, and it's a choice of my own because I don't like noise, I don't like drama, don't like crying. So for me, properties without, please do not hate me, please, this is my personal opinion, and when I pay my money I choose where I go. But this point I've missed this time. I don't know why it has been missed, and it sucks because I really wanted to have a nice quiet break, and the hotel is extremely busy, and that is shocking. Welcome to Tunisia, Hamamet. and I'll hope to show you a little bit more. Ciao.